Yesterday, I got off the bus and I started crossing the street. Got off the bus, I really felt odd. I felt sick to my stomach, dizzy, lightheadedness. I thought I was coming down with coronavirus, but and next thing I know, I'm standing there, the parking lot, everything looked like normal outside, except for I looked at my cell clock, I said 2021. Next year, July. Same date, July 20, same date in June, but 2021. And then I went across the road and I got across the street. And I decided I'm going to go, and I looked at my phone again to show the information. Google didn't show information, but I saw a newspaper, sitting out the building, a newspaper sitting out down Free Press, having a spectator sitting there in the lobby. I picked it up. I looked at it. And the date was 2021. June the 12th, 2021. Okay. I look at article. Article said Willow Place received award from Lieutenant Governor for service above beyond the call of duty during the pandemic era. And it says also, my name is mentioned there too, and it's saying that Sherry Jackson received a reward for service she did above beyond the call of duty. That award was received, and that's odd. Yeah, so. And it said that, what I did said that I went and I did some stuff during coronavirus that could consider me for that award. Did this and stuff a month back, would consider me reputable for such an award, to receive such an award like that, yes. But honestly, and then all of a sudden, I looked at everything, it said the pandemic that started, a third wave was expected in September, never came. Actually, the article written about coronavirus in the paper said that the third wave was avoided by people social distancing and using facial covering in September. As a result, they did not, a state of emergency was discontinued in this month. And the borders, it said the U.S.-Canadian borders were opened on that such and such date. And a written article, but really long article. I started to read it. I got down to a point where it said the coronavirus was declared over with on such a date in the future. It hadn't happened. These things that haven't happened yet. The virus was declared over with by September, by December of the year 2020. In December, the virus was declared ended, and no more social distancing was required. So that was interesting. Read that instrument, and virus was declared over with, and both around the world, the coronavirus ended in December. So that was interesting, and it says. And also, article said Donald Trump won second term in office. It also didn't say Donald Trump won a second term in office. But it says that also article says in the province but also said leadership for premier coming up, and and also said something like well, it said Andrew Horvath's had a very good chance of winning this provincial election. It hadn't happened yet, of course. Probably will happen. It should be happening. Should happen just after the U.S. election, come our provincial election usually, and it doesn't show that. Andrew Horvath ran against Ford, and almost has a stronger chance of winning that time around. And then no sooner read that, then I woke up. And then all of a sudden I looked around, and I got into an apartment. I looked around, the paper's not in my hand, nothing's there, I'm reading, and my purse was there. I looked at my cell phone, it hit 2020. So what I just experienced was I time traveled into a future by 1 year to the same date at this time next year. And what happened was, I was, from that time, being in that time, able to found out when the coronavirus is. So I wanted to find that out. So when we're going to be back, normally next year it should be December. By this year, we should be back to normal operation by just before December. Got third wave with them boys. That's what I read in the article. And a future, the article had not been printed yet. So honestly, I shouldn't be really saying this to YouTube, but I am saying that because it may this was going to happen in the future because it hasn't happened yet, but will happen. The thing is, now I know that's going to happen in the future because I time slipped by accident. I wasn't just planning. I had other time slips around the same area, around the same vicinity. Only reason why there are time slips in this area, only reason why it happened because during the war of 1812, there was a lot of, when the battle happened, it created a lot of people, 100,000 American cavalry officers lost their lives. Hundreds and thousands it caused an equal imbalance within time. So what happens is over millions of years, it creates a little wormhole in time. It creates pocket wormhole where modern day people, somebody me could accidentally slip through one of these, like icebergs, slip through a wormhole, come into a time that is not we're not supposed to be, or slip through a wormhole into a future time, and then when time see the thing is, the universe knows that you're not supposed to be there. So the universe gonna correct itself. So we're only in there for just enough to see, but not. It's like fractures in time, because the flash of the event causes micro fractures in time, what I'm sort of aware of. So it's very easy, and that's why there's a lot of time, displacement within Stoney Creek. All that up and down Red Hill Valley, a lot of time displaced Red Hill Valley. Even I noticed it even happened during the Red Hill Valley standoff, with Dave Heatley and John Buffalo C. and all these people involved in the Red Hill Valley standoff. And the Cathedral Pines, what happened one time? I went up to where Cathedral Pines were one time, and all of a sudden, a phone was picked up, Cantal Amigo. All of a sudden, I went to use the phone that said, welcome to Bell Mobility Cellular Network. Welcome to Hamilton Mobile. Cell phone network. And it kept saying, it wouldn't, it wouldn't realize what, couldn't figure this out. Couldn't, do anything. So I'm looking at it and myself, and I say, okay, that's weird. I didn't think anything of it. And then I looked around, and next thing you know it, right back again. And then I went another time. I was crossing over a bridge, over Red Hill Creek, a pedestrian walk bridge heading toward Green Hill Arena. And I figured somewhere I'd hear drums, powwow drums, big native drums. So I went to walk over there, and I thought, there's somebody having native gathering over there. So I head over there, and there's a long house. Oh my God, a really dense woods back there, a long house, everything out there by the creek. And I stood there at the end around, and the Indians there were saying really nice, spoke in their language. And then then the medicine person, the shaman, says to me, "You not supposed to be here in this time, I'm gonna, wait a second, I do something to get you back to where you're supposed to be." And next thing I know, I was standing behind Rosedale Arena, in that location behind Rosedale Arena. And it was really funny because I was standing there in that location, just back to normal. That's another good instance right there, time slip. So, yeah, another time I was coming across the creek and there was a really old lady standing there. And I dressed in really beautiful native clothing, my God. And she started speaking to me. I didn't think anything about this part. That's odd, very old clothing. And she says to me something that in your time you're gonna experience something that would change the world. She said something starting with C that said this to me. You're gonna experience something in Stoney Creek that will go worldwide, and it's gonna change the way people do business and the way people act. And it said it started with Corona. It said something Corona gonna change the world in the future, and then after she disappears, and almost like if but I could realize the lady was a ghost. I saw through her, realized it was transparent, a ghost. So, do you know what I did? And then after that, I didn't think anything of it. And then all of a sudden the corona came and I thought about it. So, but basically, have experienced time slip. I wonder where I ended up almost 1812 when we were pulled behind the rebel stone wall in 1812 in front of this place. So obviously I had experienced time slips. Stoney Creek, a hotbed for time travel, hotbed for time slips in Stoney Creek, big time. Better, very, very hotbed for that. Just gotta be careful. I experienced a few of them. I experienced one yesterday that gave me information when the coronavirus ended, basically. Or not. Anyway, blog over.